All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to my country, Nigeria. This is my people and I remain your humble host, Ben. Today, I want to talk about something really, really critical, and it is about the health sector in Nigeria. The rate at which doctors are leaving this country is alarming. Time go come, we will be left with only native doctors in this country. Na agbonika, na im go come dey treat people. I am telling you, doctors, the exodus of doctors is shocking. And I'm going to show you one number that will really, really shock everybody. But before I do that, let me talk about this thing that is happening in Benue State very quickly. Look at it. Benue State's debt rises to 122 billion as Governor Alia spends 706 million on honorariums, sitting allowances, Sahara reporters. Now, you saw that 122 billion is the state's debt, and the governor spent 706 million naira on honorariums. But in that same state, see wetin dey happen. Pupils in Benue community lack school building, gather in makeshift hut despite 33 billion education budget. 33 billion naira is the education budget of Benue State. But see where pupils dey school. Look at the environment, look at the learning condition of pupils. And the reason I picked Benue State of all states, because this thing now, they happen for almost all the states in Nigeria. In fact, for FCT, it is happening. But the reason I picked Benue State is because their governor is a former Reverend Father. Former Reverend Father Alia is the governor of Benue State. So even Reverend Father come to rule for Nigeria, these things still dey happen. So tell me, how are we going to get out of this predicament in Nigeria? Ex-Reverend Father still cannot do the right thing. Governor Alia, you have served God finish. To serve man now can't be problem. Look at the learning condition of students. In some parts, they say they are even sitting on the bare floor. See this one. Pupils are sitting on the bare floor. When these pupils finish learning under this condition and they grow, do you think they will become good citizens of the state? From this age now, they have started destroying them for the nation. What a shame. Now, let us get to the main story. Exodus of doctors in Nigeria. Look at this report. Lagos faces severe shortage of medical personnel, has only 8,000 doctors in 30,000 requirement, says NMA. Lagos State is grappling with a critical shortfall of medical professionals, with only 8,200 doctors available in both private and public health facilities, far below the 30,000 needed to serve over 20 million residents. Dr. Babajide Said, chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA) in Lagos, lamented the situation, noting that it reflects a broader crisis in Nigeria's healthcare sector. He stated that the shortage extends beyond doctors to nurses, pharmacists, dentists, laboratory scientists, and other allied health professionals. And Obateru Olusegun here says the worst is yet to come. And Bella Nicole says they are leaving Nigeria to countries where they would be valued. What a pity. And Sylvester Jayoba says if this jackpot trend should continue unchecked, Nigeria will soon be left with only herbal doctors. And Franklin says the 8,000 remaining are all awaiting their visa. Government failed them. What a pity. What a pity. 20 million population needing 30,000 doctors to serve them. Now they are left with only 8,200 doctors. And this is not only happening in Lagos State. In fact, I can tell you that Lagos will be one of the states that will have the highest number of doctors available. If you go to other states, like places like Ondo State, maybe Ebonyi State, all these Katsina states, Sokoto State, you can imagine how terrible the condition would be. Kogi State. Okay, Kogi figure like maybe 800 or 1,200 doctors if they add the native doctors. Because I hear say native doctors plenty for Kogi State well. Oh, Nigeria. What a despicable situation. Our doctors are all fleeing the country looking for greener pastures. Personally, I know many doctors, so many of them, that have left Nigeria because they were struggling here. Some organizations will employ a medical doctor, they will pay him 150,000 naira. Even those that are employed under the government, how much are they receiving? The other day, resident doctors wanted to go on strike. They said they were striking because of unpaid allowances. How much was the allowance? 160,000 naira. And then you look around, you see people that are not even adding value to the society, swimming in affluence. How do you want people that add so much value, walking like elephants and eating like ants, to feel? This is terrible. Anyway, that's it for today on My People and I. My heart goes out to the people in Boko's community in Plateau State who are being murdered gruesomely by herdsmen. 52 people already dead and still counting. We hope that the government can move in swiftly and restore peace to that local government and to other parts of Nigeria that are facing those kind of crises. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so you can receive notifications when next we drop some updates. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.